Hey guys, welcome back to TezMania TV. Today it's time for another episode of DIY or Die. And this video is a collaboration with my friends over at Blue Fox, which is Stockholm's first and oldest and best alternative shop. If you're visiting Stockholm or you live here, I recommend that you go check out Blue Fox. They're located smack down in the middle of the city, very easy to find, and you can also find them online. Now what we're gonna do today is a classic punk project. We are taking a black denim vest and punking it the fuck out. Here is what the vest looked like before the transformation, and here it is afterwards. So I changed the shape and I put a bunch of stuff on there, and it was a lot of fun, and it didn't actually take too long. It took me about a day to put this all together. So yeah, let's get started, shall we? Other than the vest itself, Blue Fox also supplied me with patches, studs, and pins. So these are the ones I picked out. I tried to keep to a similar color scheme, so mostly whites and reds. You go for whatever you want. I got the vest in a child size because I wanted it to be tight on me and it's still loose. So the first thing I'm gonna do is adjust the fit. I'm gonna start by the shoulders, then take some length off, and then also take it in at the waist because it is very loose on me right now. So first off, I'm going to be cutting from the shoulders down to underneath the armpits. And I'm gonna leave a raw hem so that it gets nice and frayed. That also gets rid of the pretty thick edge, which is gonna make the vest more comfortable. This fabric is pretty thick, so instead of cutting through both layers at once, the way I do with t-shirts, I'm just cutting a little hole at the side and then cutting one layer at a time. It's a very sturdy, non-stretchy, thick denim material. So some spots were really difficult to cut through even though I have a pair of really big fabric scissors. So just repeating that step for the other side, and already the shape is looking much better. So for the length, since this vest has pockets that I want to keep, they are going to be cut open a little bit, but I'm going to make sure to not cut into the pocket from the exterior. So I'm going to cut just below where the pockets are. And this fabric, again, super thick. It's layered 3 times in a couple of spots at the front, so I really had to use some force here. So I'm cutting off about 10 centimeters of length. And that will remove some of the button details in the back, which is unfortunate, but we still have all of those awesome metal hand sign buttons on the rest of the vest, so it's all good. So the pockets are completely open now, and we're gonna sew those shut in a later stage, so just keep that in mind. For now though, I wanna take the sides in, and after that the fit is gonna be the way that I want it. So to take the sides in, I'm gonna flip the vest inside out, and then pin where I'm going to sew. You can measure if you want. I kind of go by feel when it comes to this because I know what fit I like for stuff like this, but be careful and measure if you want to. I'm just putting 3 needles here to keep everything in place, and then pinning the other side. Once both sides are pinned, I'm trying the vest on before I sew anything to make sure that I'm gonna get the fit that I actually want. And everything looks good. So yeah, I am ready to sew. And while I sew those sides in, I'm also going to sew the pockets shut. And I'm going back and forth twice there just to make sure that the pockets are really sturdy. Here we go, the vest now has its new shape, and I'm just gonna cut off the excess fabric on the sides from where we took it in. And yes, you can tell the pockets are completely intact now. So it is time to start the fun stuff, which is decorating. I'm gonna start with the back. And for this, I'm not using one of the patches from Blue Fox. I'm using an old Mimicry tank top that I'm cutting into a patch. Mimicry is my favorite punk band. So I'm just pinning that on and then sewing that by machine this time. I'm not sewing anything by hand because the fabric is so thick. I just want to save my fingers from some pain. Then it's just time to start placing all of those other little patches. So just trying some different placements until I'm happy and then sewing those in place. After that, I'm gonna get the bag of studs. These are very, very sturdy studs that have 2 legs that you fold to keep them in place. Make sure that you don't get the shitty quality because those are just gonna fall off. Here is what it looked like when I studded the top of the back. I also did the right side of the front, and I did along the sides of the back. After that, I'm gonna go in with some fabric paint. I'm using white and red, and this fabric is very thick, but I am still protecting it with a magazine. And then I'm just using this skull template to create 2 skulls, one for each side, and then I'm hand painting just some details in a style that I thought looked cool for this particular vest. Just go ahead and do whatever you want. If you want to write stuff, go ahead and write stuff. If you want to like draw some cool skulls or some other patterns, go nuts. It's your style. And then I'm also putting some paint details for the pockets and the collar as well. And this particular fabric paint you set by ironing. And the final step is placing all of those pins. So I'm just placing them where I think they will look good at first, and then I'm attaching them. And yeah, after that, the vest is complete. So much fun, I love this, and I can't wait to wear this to my next Mimicry concert. Yes! All the products used can be found at Blue Fox, other than the fabric paint and the back patch, because that was stuff I already had from before. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed another DIY or die project. Don't forget to check out Blue Fox. Go give them some love in social media. And remember, do no harm, but take no shit. Thanks for watching. See you next time.